Hello everyone and buongiorno a tutti. I am Rabbi Barbara Aiello and I'm broadcasting to you straight from Serrastretta, Italy, from Calabria, in the toe of our Italian boot. And I'm here to bring you our Corona in Calabria update, where we are experiencing week 10. That's right, week 10 in our all-Italy lockdown, or day number 65 of masks, gloves, social distancing, and for those who are vulnerable, which would be our nonni, our seniors, the resta a casa, stay-home regulations, they are still in force. But things indeed are definitely better, thanks to the coronavirus statistics that show that hospital admissions and deaths are on the decline. The government has relaxed some of its restrictions. Most significantly, now we are permitted to visit relatives, our loved ones, I nostri cari. But just who those relatives might be, well, it has been a bit confusing. That's because Premier Giuseppe Conte referenced congiunti, an older word that loosely refers to relatives. So, who are these congiunti that we are now allowed to visit? Well, Premier Conte described congiunti as relationships of steady affection. Cosa? We Italians weren't completely clear, so we asked for a definition, and we got one. Congiunti are spouses, cohabiting partners, partners of civil unions, people who are linked by a stable emotional bond, as well as relatives up to the 6th degree, such as, for example, the children of your cousins, and relatives up to the 4th degree, such as, for example, your spouse's cousins. People linked by stable emotional bonds translates as girlfriends and boyfriends. However, the government has made clear that visiting friends, that's not allowed. When visiting congiunti, social distancing and the wearing of masks is required, and the government underlines once again that gatherings of people are prohibited. Italy is now officially in phase 2, which means that we can travel within our region, meaning that we can drive all around Calabria, but we can't go north to Lazio or south to Sicily, and thankfully funerals can now resume with up to 15 mourners in attendance. Outdoor exercise is back, which means that here in our mountain village, the passeggiata, the evening walk, has finally returned. Soccer is to Italy what baseball is to America, and on May 18th, just a week away, soccer is back as our restaurants offering takeout service. 65 days stuck inside a casa. Seems like forever, until I think of Anna Frank and how she and her family stayed hidden in the attic for more than 11 times our 65-day quarantine. Anne and her family were sequestered for 721 days. Grazie a Dio. Spring is here. The balcony boxes that hang from our terraces are filled with flowers, geraniums, petunias, margarite of the daisy variety, and wildflowers of every color and kind. It's almost as though the flowers have taken it upon themselves to welcome us as we finally venture outdoors. Well, just the other day, my neighbor, Francesco, took advantage of this new regulation and came outside with his 3-year-old son, Liam. They sat together on the front step, blowing bubbles together. When I joined in, trying to reach a spiraling bubble, Francesco smiled and said, "You know, it's not all that bad being at home. The lockdown has given me a great gift. I have a relationship with my son that I didn't have before. We play together more. That's a very good thing." In an earlier broadcast, I mentioned that Dr. Fauci is a bella figura for us Italians. Well, his associate, Dr. Deborah Birx, has become quite popular too here in Italy. Italian women, ever mindful of international fashion, are oohing and awing over her gorgeous, beautiful scarves. I thought I would wear one of mine today in honor of Dr. Birx. While Italian men notice that finally American men have caught up with Italian spring fashion, the vibrant blue suit. As the virus declines, the Italian economy takes front and center. And difficult though it is, we Italians are nothing if not creative. A central Italian town has reportedly resorted to printing its own money, its own banknotes, to help those in need during the coronavirus outbreak. The town is called Castellino del Biferno, and it is located about 160 miles southwest of Rome. The municipality has designed, printed, and is distributing what they call Ducati bills. Each bill is worth about €1, and needy families receive Ducati bills that they can use to buy essential goods at their local shops. Then, every 2 weeks, the businesses return the banknotes to City Hall and receive an equivalent number of euros. Now, the town's mayor, Enrico Fratangelo, said, "We decided to mint our own money to make sure that the local economy could withstand the impact of this situation." The Ducati bills are printed locally, and nearly 4,000 of them have already been redeemed. And in true Italian style, the Ducati bills are indeed works of art. Each bill has a picture of a local attraction, ranging from the town's church to local parks. There's even a bill with the drawing of the town's public swimming pool. Locals are enthusiastic when they say that it is indeed a beautiful initiative. "It helps us residents of this small town," said one, "and it helps our businesses too." Masks? We are still wearing them, and we will be doing so through phase 2 and the phases yet to come. And yes, it is still difficult to speak clearly and to be understood. My dear neighbor, Chiarina, noticed something else. She said, "It's not the speaking that troubles me. It's the smiling. I miss seeing the smiles of my friends." That's when Zia, Aunt Natalina, spoke up. "It's not so hard," she said. "Just remember to smile with your eyes." I'm Rabbi Barbara Aiello. It is May 13th, 2020, and we are broadcasting to you straight from Serrastretta in Calabria, Italy, where we echo the words of Zia Natalina, who said, "It's not so hard. Just remember to smile with your eyes." Thank you, Natalina, and ciao for now.